Hi, I'm Jessica Rose. Florida gets a new 7-mile truck route, and the Reason Foundation reports bad news on our nation's highways.
Hi, I'm Craig Maltman. DriveWise adds mountain corridor safety alerts to its product offering, and the OOIDA comments on the direction of autonomous trucking.
Hi, I'm David Compton. A small trucking company goes up in flames, and there's no need to cry over spilt milk in this semi-accident. Also, we're not horsing around on this week's Cat Scale Rig of the Week. All this and more on this episode of the Trucker News Channel.
Florida traffic will be getting a little lighter this September thanks to a 7.3-mile truck detour through the city of Stark. The Florida Department of Transportation has confirmed the aptly named Stark truck route will open next month between County Road 227 and County Road 233 to cut down on traffic on US 301. Officials expect the route to carry 25,000 vehicles per day by 2020 and go up to 31,000 vehicles by 2040. Road crews are finalizing the project with some paving, stripping, and guardrail improvements. The $90 million project began in August of 2016.
Lately, we've seen a few mega carriers closing, and it's one thing to see a big corporation take a hit, but it's a different story when you see an event strike a small business and bring it to its knees. And that's what happened when a massive fire broke out at a trucking company in Holland, New York. The Holland Volunteer Fire Department responded to the Draper Trucking Company. It appears the fire started in the garage and spread to 14 big rigs where smoke could be seen for miles, and there were explosions heard coming from the tires and the gas tanks. Holland Fire Chief said that crews were called to the scene at approximately 5:30 p.m. and fire crews battled the inferno for about an hour, but were able to prevent a larger explosion from happening as a large gas tank was located nearby. Local news sources are describing the fire as a total loss, and according to the data from the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, Draper Trucking operates 16 power units and employs 16 drivers. Investigators have not yet revealed what they believe caused the fire.
12,000 reasons to apply and much more.
Here at US Express, you're not a number. My fleet manager knows my name. He knows my voice. When I call in, "Hi, Marilyn," I'm not a number here.
Get the attention you deserve, plus an extra $12,000 your first year at US Express. That's an extra $1,000 every month. We're hiring immediately, so click or call now.
Craig Maltman has a story coming up in a moment about some new technology specifically focused on the I-70 in Colorado. But for the driver in this story, it proves too little, too late. You've heard the expression that there's no need to cry over spilt milk. Well, there was no doubt that this driver might have whimpered a little bit. That's because the trucker lost his load of milk on the Vail Pass. Colorado State Police say the truck driver hauling cartons of milk lost his brakes coming down the west side of Vail Pass on I-70 and attempted to use the runaway truck ramp at mile marker 182. The semi rolled and spilled the milk everywhere. Fortunately for the driver, he had only minor injuries. In Craig's upcoming story, he's going to be talking about the spot on this very highway that is the #1 most used runaway ramp in the country.
It might come as no surprise to those of us spending any time on the road, but the nation's highway conditions are deteriorating. The Reason Foundation's annual highway report finds the U.S. roadways in a sorry state, even after decades of incremental progress in several key categories. The state highway systems in New Jersey, Alaska, Rhode Island, Hawaii, Massachusetts, and New York rank at the bottom in overall performance and cost effectiveness. Despite its low overall ranking, however, Massachusetts shows the nation's lowest traffic fatality rate, while South Carolina reports the highest. New Jersey has the worst urban traffic congestion and some of the worst urban interstate pavement conditions, despite spending more money per mile than any other state. Congestion also causes long delays in New York, California, Georgia, and Massachusetts due to urban traffic and metro regions. But overall, traffic congestion remains about the same from the previous report, with Americans spending an average of 35 hours per year stuck in traffic. The most positive news was around bridges, where 39 states lowered the percentage of bridges deemed structurally deficient. Unfortunately, 18% or more of those bridges remain structurally deficient in Iowa, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Dakota, and West Virginia.
Most of us remember the famous novel Black Beauty, which is a horse story about sympathy, kindness, and respect. Well, this week we have a different kind of Black Beauty, and it's this week's Catscale Rig of the Week. Congratulations goes to Ecclestone Horse Transport, Kyle Ecclestone, and Sue Schmierheim for their beautiful 2008 Kenworth called Act with Class, which is an acronym for Always Careful Transport with chrome lights and stainless steel. Everything you see on this rig is custom built, including the stainless steel trailer, which can haul up to 15 horses at a time. Hauling horses is a whole different animal when compared to hauling other freight, and Ecclestone Horse Transport operates in the U.S. and Canada and has been specializing in this since 2015. If you have a rig you'd like profiled here on the show, send us a video to rigoftheweek@thetrucker.com.
Time is money, and Catscale can help your drivers save time weighing. Drivers know their axle and gross weights before pulling off the scale, and Catscale weights are always guaranteed. Drivers get back on the road faster with the Weigh My Truck app from Catscale.
DriveWise, the provider of pre-clear weigh station bypass service, has added to its DriveWise safety notification service with the launching of Mountain Corridor Safety Alerts. With the alerts, DriveWise subscribers will have their drivers receive in-cab alerts of upcoming safe locations to pull over for brake check inspections and see prompts to gear low while showing maximum suggested speeds down steep grades. It will also alert drivers of upcoming runway ramps. Colorado is DriveWise's first state in the new alert program. 7 Colorado mountain passes are part of the DriveWise safety notifications package, with 22 more states to follow by the end of August. The Lower Straight Creek runway truck ramp along westbound I-70 at milepost 211.83 is the most used truck ramp in the United States, being used once a week on average during the summer months. The Mountain Corridor Alerts joins 2 other DriveWise safety notifications that were introduced last month, which were rollover alerts and low bridge warnings. The Owner-Operator Independence Drivers Association has commented in response to the FMCSA's position on autonomous technology, saying it's concerned that federal regulators will put on blinders and push for more technology as the answer to the industry's problems without considering the negative impacts of these technologies. OOIDA CEO Todd Spencer says that while FMCSA and most experts acknowledge automated trucks are years away from reality, the agency's proposal may signal that the Department of Transportation does not value the human driver as a necessary operator in the transportation industry. Given the fact that 3.9 million commercial drivers deliver 70% of all freight worth $11.7 trillion annually, while collecting $700.1 billion in gross revenue, DOT must fully consider the practical implications that eliminating the human driver from the FMCSRs might have on the economy. While Level 5 autonomous trucks being 100% driven without human intervention may be still a ways down the road, there is no doubt that the industry is trying to move in this direction without too much thought given to the human implications of the financial lives that will be impacted in this process.
If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to click the little red subscribe button below. You can also go to thetrucker.com to read the latest breaking news stories. That's it for this edition. On behalf of David Compton, Craig Maltman, and everyone here at the Trucker News Channel, thanks for watching.